I'm only back on here for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna cut this one very short because of my headache in my throat. I only have 2.5 weeks left in this house. Still nothing. State of PA doesn't help disabled individuals, which is pretty sad, pretty fucked up. Yeah, right? You would think disabled people would be at the top of the list, but we're not considered, because they figure if you get a check from disability that you should be able to get a hotel room and be able to afford something. No, that's not actually true. Shelters don't take disabled people because we don't qualify, and actually by law we're supposed to. They're not supposed to turn us down. Of course, you know, for now I rent a basement. For now, I've been here for almost 2 years, over 1.5 years. Just so far, you know, like I said before, you know, Section 8 said that they'll be happy to get back to me in 90 days. I'll be on the street. Pretty much be on the street. I limited my clothes down to that. Just that. What you see right there. My son's picture is on top of the pile. That's a Marine. That is my Marine. You can't actually see his face for privacy reasons. Yay, right? So I'm sorting through things. So if you saw a little mess of something, it's because I'm sorting through things. The rest of my clothes will be put in a few trash bags and be taken to a Goodwill for clothing drop off, so that somebody else can use some nice clothes. That's nice of me, right? Somebody else can use some decent clothes. Excuse me. Some really nice dresses that I bought from a couple of shops in Atlantic City. I gotta plug in my device. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I really do. I gotta plug in my phone. Got my long charger out in the car. Yeah. A couple of dresses that I bought in Atlantic City are in one bag. So that gets to go to the Salvation Army, actually, is where it's going. Plus, if you looked back at a video that I did for a new dress design, I actually threw away that paper that I cut out for that design. And Chill's narrator was nice enough to do a collab with me. Thank you, Chills, for that. Bless you. You are awesome. You are one of my favorites. And then I had to throw away that dress design that I cut out. So, Chills is really awesome, people. Check him out if you like the creepy content creators. He has an awesome voice. I asked him for his permission. I always ask permission. And he said yes. I asked him on a different social media. I'll just say it, Twitter. I asked him on Twitter if I could have him on in the background, and he said yes. So check him out. It's pretty screwed up to put out a mother of a Marine on the street. Like I've said in other videos, I'm not giving up my channel. I just think it's pretty fucked up. I have to give up my brand new art easel. And when I mean new, if you've looked in my summer videos, I just bought that during the summer. So I'm pretty upset that I have to give it up. And all of the paintings that you guys have seen me do, I have to give up. All of my paintings, I have to give them all up. All of that hard work, my brand new paint palette, all of my new brushes, all of my brushes. In fact, I have to give up all of my brushes, all of my jewelry making tools, 90% of my clothes. My sneakers just cracked, so I'm probably just gonna be down to my boots. Yeah, basically, I can't take my Keurig. So yeah, this video is not gonna be too long. It's gonna be a lot shorter than the other one. My voice is really hurting. So I'm pretty much upset a lot. I know you guys see me like trying to smile in the other videos. Hold on. But in 2.5 weeks, it's going to end up being how to survive homeless. That's what my videos are going to end up being. Mother of a Marine trying to survive homeless. Hey Twitch. Not a lot of you know I'm a mother of a Marine. And my landlord is wrongfully evicting me. And she doesn't care. There is no contract. There's no contract, so I want to let everybody know that. There is no contract. Oh no, I won't squat. That is the one thing I will not do. Yes, I do pay rent. I do pay rent on time every month. On time every month. That shows in my banking records. Nope. She won't even give me 90 days. was told I have until New Year's Day. I was told that last month, you know, like right before my birthday. Yeah, she won't. Oh no, the state of PA, they're shit. They're democratic. They're bullshit. They don't back up disabled individuals. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. You know what she says? She doesn't want people to know that she owns this house so she doesn't have to pay property tax. She wants people to think that her dad owns this house so that he's paying the property tax. He's the one that raised his hand to me and then lied about it. The state of Pennsylvania can give a crap about the disabled. Because it's a Democratic run state. Now, I'm independent. So I'm neither party. I'm an independent. So I independently choose whichever. But the state has just gone to shit in a handbasket. And it's been like that for a while. When Arlen Specter was alive, when Bush was in office, he was Republican. And when Obama was in office, he flip-flopped over to Democratic. And then he died. So I think that's pretty fucked up. And the state just totally went to shit. Totally went to shit. And this state could care less about the disabled. The real disabled. Like myself that was in a wheelchair for 5 years. They could really give a shit about us. I know I'm going to end up back in a wheelchair eventually because of my spinal disorder. My epilepsy isn't helping it. What's going on here isn't helping my epilepsy. It only makes it worse. That's why I tell everybody these are both of my epilepsy medications. This one in the bigger bottle, I have to take 3 times a day. This one in the smaller bottle, I take twice a day. This one's supposed to be my preventative, but I've had my headache all day, and I've been waking up the last couple of mornings with the bloody nose, so that seizure's coming. And this is the Topamate, and it's supposed to help with my headaches. And my headaches are coming back. And my neurologist already has me on pretty strong dosages. And once the stress hits, these don't really do jack. They don't really do much. I mean, I appreciate I appreciate it, Twitch. But, yeah. Yeah. She doesn't give a shit. I mean, like, I'm a mother of a Marine, for Christ's sake. My Marine has seen action that he didn't want to see. When Japan, thank you for the thumbs up, when Japan had the earthquake tsunami, my Marine was on board the USS Ronald Reagan when the earthquake tsunami happened. Hey, how you doing, Pam? Pamela's on here too. But I'll do better when I can maybe get established somewhere. This video I'm gonna try not to make too long because my voice cracked from earlier's video when I was doing my makeup tutorial. This is my finished look from earlier today. Really? That's cool. Hope they were really homeless. Some people, like in Philadelphia, will beg for money and then they're actually not homeless. So you always have to be very cautious with that. Like, there was this homeless man in Philadelphia. He really was, yeah, or I should say is homeless. And a church lets him sleep on their steps, right? So I had a Wawa sandwich, a breakfast sandwich, and a nice bottled water. And I noticed that he wasn't there for a few minutes, and I noticed he was walking back. So before he got right back to his little sleeping spot, I put the breakfast sandwich and the bottled water right there in his sleeping spot and left him something to eat and something to drink. That's only because I knew he was really homeless. You know, that's something that you know you normally do for somebody you know that really is. I do too, and that's why, you know, I said, you know, when I knew that somebody was really homeless and I had an extra Wawa breakfast sandwich and a water that wasn't open, I left it where a homeless person was taking sanctuary on a church, you know, on a set of church steps, and they let the man sleep there because he was taking sanctuary on their steps. So before he walked back to where he was taking sanctuary, I left the food there for him. So, you know, so that he could come back, and there was a breakfast sandwich and a bottled water. So he had something to eat, something to drink. You know, the sandwich was still hot, and there was a nice sized bottled water there for him. So at least, you know, it was a nice gesture. And I left him a packet of Sandy wipes so that he could at least wash his skin down a little bit. So, you know, not a lot of homeless people get the like the baby wipes so that they can wash themselves a little bit, even if they're on the street. You know, not a lot of people think about that. You can even like go to the dollar store, you know, the Dollar Tree. If you know that there's a real homeless person, go to the Dollar Tree. And maybe this is a Christmas idea. You find one homeless person that really, really is homeless, and you go to the Dollar Tree. You get like a little basket, or even if you just use the bag that this stuff is in. You get some baby wipes. You get like a 6-pack of bottled waters, right? That way they have stuff to drink. maybe, and these are things that only cost $1, okay? And maybe you can get people to chip in with you. And, you know, you get like little things, all right? And then you find this one homeless person. And you say, here. And maybe, you know, like find a little thing. I don't care if it's freaking Vienna sausages that you're putting in there. Okay, this homeless person might appreciate this. You know, it's things, you know, like those little, what is it? Star-kissed tuna, I think it is, that has the snack pack with like the cookies. It has the tuna with the little crackers and I think a fruit cup. You know, you could get like something like that. Those would be well appreciated. And like I said, like the little Sandy baby wipe things so that the person can wipe down their skin. And you know how I think it's Crest that has like those little tooth things to sanitize your teeth when you're out. You know, that actually has like a little toothpaste thing in it. They could just like use one of those for a whole week. And you get like a packet of those, put it in the bag, and you tell them one of those little scrubby things will last you at least a couple of days or a whole week. And you just use those up, one of those things for up to 5 days, toss it, grab another one. They start to clean their teeth. They use the baby wipe. That'll clean their skin. They start to freshen. You know how much better a homeless person would feel? Having something like that as a gift. If you find, you know, chip together like that. And it's just a suggestion. Think about that. Think about that. Maybe I'll just start a new trend for you guys with that. If you have an actual homeless person in your town and you are thinking about what can I do for a homeless person, and you have a Dollar Tree in your town and you want to get a small group of people together and maybe they want to chip in maybe $5 a piece. Well, that $5 a piece will go a long way. Okay, you have, okay, yeah, 5 people, $5 a piece. That's $25. $25 worth of stuff. It's 25 things. Think about that. Other where you live, then maybe you'll have that little extra tax. Little extra tax on there. You tell them what it's for. Maybe they'll knock a little extra off of it. You know what I mean? You'll be like, oh, I see, it's for charity. And maybe they'll knock a little off of it. And maybe they'll throw something in. Say it's for somebody that's homeless. They'll be like, oh, we're doing that, yeah. And those, yeah, sometimes stores will do this. And you'd be really surprised. You'd be really surprised. So, yeah, think about that. Really think about that. And sometimes it also depends on the churches where you are. Sometimes the Lutheran churches will help out because they have food pantries, or at least they used to. They used to. Not all of them will do that anymore. Some of them used to have food pantries where you used to just be able to go sign in, get some stuff, and then, you know, take it home. So you may want to check something like that, and then, say here. So say you can pick up like a clothing item, like look at the person, kind of size them up, say here. A pair of sweatpants, a shirt, something like that. I mean, even the Dollar Tree has stuff like that. Think about that. You'd be really surprised what you find at the Dollar Tree. Pants, shirts, depends on the Dollar Tree you go to. But you'd be surprised. And yeah, even little butane things to heat up food. But it also depends on the location of the homeless person for them to be able to cook something. But yeah, if they're not in a location where they'd be able to do that, to set up a little butane thing, or maybe in your community where you would be able to make a winter homeless shelter for the person and set them up in a location where you could just, and this is an idea. If you look here on YouTube, you will find a guy that made his Burning Man shelters, and he basically built them. Oh my gosh, I gotta think of his name now too, because he lived in Seattle. Oh my gosh, what's his name? He's an older guy too. I think his name is Keith or Kenneth. Anyway, you have to look him up. He's really cool, and he would make these homeless shelters, and you can make them out of old signs. You can make them out of plywood, or different materials. You can really get some ideas. And if you really know of a person that's just plain living on the street like that, and winter's gonna like bam hit, maybe your community could get together, find a little spot where like one of these little shelters can sit and the person's not gonna bother anybody. And there's a way to set it up where the person has a way to use a water tank set up where they could shower themselves in their little shelter without bothering the community or anything. And you get where I'm going with that. So yeah, definitely. But myself, when, being a mother of a Marine, and I'm very proud of my son. He's even in the second Transformers movie. When he was on board the USS Stennis. That was his flight crew on the deck. And in the scene where you see that Marine on the far side of the casket in dress uniform, they're not going to put his real name up there, but for security purposes. But he was like, Mom, I made it into the movie. This is when he used to talk to me. The ex-in-laws brainwashed him, but he used to talk to me. He got so excited. Mom, I'm in this movie. I'm in this movie. You have to watch this movie. It's Transformers 2. I'm like, but they're filming part of that in Philadelphia. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, they're filming part of that, and I was living in Philly at the time. He's like, so it's out there and it's out here? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, but we're out to sea. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. So he actually got to hang out with the cast members. But he did say Megan Fox is quite a bitch. because she was like, as if. He says she needs to eat. All they did was say hi to her, and she says, as if you wish. They're like, we're Marines. She's like, so? Like, sweetheart, we mean more to the world than you do. Yeah, because that's the truth. So apparently she needs to take her head out of her ass and eat more than just one fry. Yeah. But, yeah, you know, everything that he's done, everything that he knows, everything that he's seen. Oh my gosh, I still have that headache. I have to prepare myself. Blah. I have to prepare myself for trying not to have a seizure tonight, because I've had that headache all day, and I woke up to the bloody nose again, as I explained in the other video. My voice is still going to crack. So yeah, I'm gonna end this. Been trying to get a hold of somebody all day, and the person's not answering. I'm hoping that they answer soon. The person promised me that I wouldn't be homeless, and I'm not hearing a word. I figure it this way: when a person makes a promise, like when I make a promise to somebody, I keep my promises. I promised my son that he would get that electric guitar. I don't have it anymore. I gave it to my son. I promised him that he would get it when I die. But now that I'm being kicked out, I just plain mailed it to him. I have another package that I need mailed to him. I'm gonna go. This is just very upsetting. But like I said, my channel's not going nowhere. Even if I have to do like a series of what it's like to live on the street, you guys will be there with me. You guys will be there with me. Nobody can legally access my phone without data code. That is legally set up. There's data code access with two things. And only myself and one other person knows. Well, actually, two other people know what that is. I can't say it here, but well, technically 3 other people know what it is. And so yeah, would be the person that is where I get my phone from, and 2 other people. But yeah, being a mother of a Marine and being a recruit, a former recruit, you know, I've seen a lot. I'm used to military. been around military bases most of my life. You know, I've been around a lot of different stuff most of my life. So, there's just people in this world that, you know, need to get their shit together and understand something, like, to do something wrong to somebody else, it just isn't right. You know, I'm not saying it to you guys, obviously, you know, but to do something wrong to somebody that didn't do something wrong to you isn't right. It just isn't right. So, literally, I'm going to take my military backpack, and that's what my clothes and stuff will fit in. So, anyway, guys, my phone's gonna die. So, I will see you guys tomorrow, and my voice is crack-lacky. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to get a painting done. I'll try to get it done. I did promise. I did promise that. And I'm going to keep my promise. Okay. Love everybody. Bye.